I think it has been too long since I last just kicked back, had some fun, talking about characters that I would love to see in Smash Brothers, and today I want to talk about types of characters that mean a lot to me personally. And those are characters from game genres that do not have a playable character in Smash Brothers yet. There's a lot of gaming genres I love that we have yet to see make it into this game. If this is truly supposed to be a celebration of gaming, I think we need to make the party even bigger, widen the pool, invite more genres in, thus widening the circle of people that might be interested in Smash Brothers. Here are some of my favorite genres that do not have characters in Smash Brothers yet, which characters I think would be good at satisfying that genre, as well as just throwing out a little bit of conjecture as to why maybe this genre doesn't get to be in Smash yet. Simple enough, right? Let's go.
First-person shooter.
If you look at the big FPS titles, they are almost all mature rated, almost all made in the West, and almost all appeal to a mostly Western audience. While none of those factors mean you can't get into Smash, historically speaking, the odds just are not in these characters' favor. But it's still a real shame we don't have one, because this is easily the biggest genre not in Smash Brothers yet. And there are some juggernaut icons of gaming that could easily slide into Smash to satisfy this role. Of course, the two biggest being Master Chief and Doom Guy, both of which I would love to see in this game. Both revolutionized the FPS genre, Doom Guy being one of the founding fathers of first-person shooters, while Master Chief managed to revolutionize the genre and fundamentally change the course of gaming history with the release of Halo 1 on the original Xbox. Master Chief is one of my most wanted characters. I think he is the biggest gaming icon we don't have in Smash yet. I'm a huge proponent of Doom Guy as well. The new Doom games are phenomenal, but of course, just looking at him, I gotta admit, they are not like your typical Smash character. A lot of people take issue with these guys, saying that they would be too annoyingly zony, their games are too mature, they don't have a personality. So if I can throw out one first-person shooter character that maybe doesn't have as many of these problems, I want to throw out Tracer. She's nice and cartoony for those Nintendo kids. She would bring a great mobility that would be so fun in Smash Brothers. And hey, unlike Master Chief, Tracer's got those Nintendo connections. We never did get that Halo DS game we were promised.
Puzzle game.
I don't think everyone truly realizes how vast the puzzle genre is and how many characters we could get to properly represent this genre. We'll get to the big ones that everyone has on their mind for puzzle characters in a second, but I just want to take a minute to acknowledge all the really cool characters that fit in this genre that we could get in Smash that aren't talked about as much. So many that I definitely can't list them all here. Just off the top of my head, Chell from Portal, Vincent Brooks from Catherine, Maxwell from Scribblenauts, Wander from Shadow of the Colossus. I consider all of these to be puzzle games, and these are all characters that I think would be really fun and unique and deserving to be our first puzzle game character to make it into Smash. Don't you dare step into frame, Dr. Mario. Get out. Get out. You don't count. You don't count. But yeah, I just wanted to show off the sheer size, scope, and variety that the puzzle game genre can offer for Smash before we dive into the big characters. I mean, even depending on how you want to define the genre, even Little Mac could be considered a puzzle game character. Ah, shoot. Arl, L-Block, Lip. These are the ones everyone thinks about when they think about puzzle characters in Smash. I'm just gonna go ahead and remove Lip. I've never played her games, and she is definitely in a far, far third place behind the popularity and recognizability of L-Block and Arl. I'm gonna be honest, if I could pick one, I would honestly pick Tetramino, the L-Block. I think that'd just be a super fun gimmick character, and Tetris absolutely has an untouchable legacy with Nintendo being one of the greatest launch games of all time. But realistically, let's talk about the actual character in Arl from Puyo Puyo. Puyo Puyo might not seem like the biggest deal in the world, in America or the West in general, but it is huge in Japan. Arl is so much more requested in Japan than she is over here, and that's nothing to sneeze at. It's really hard to properly define how this character could work in Smash, but what I can say for certain is that she would play unlike anyone else, and I would be there to see it. I love Puyo Puyo, and I honestly think the dream, although I don't think this would happen, is if the stage Arl would come with would be a Puyo Puyo Tetris stage that switched between the two games. That way, two birds with one stone, that would be amazing. So why don't we have one of these puzzle characters in Smash? Honestly, I don't really know. I think if Smash just keeps making characters and we keep getting DLC and it goes on as a series, I think it's only a matter of time. All I can say is that it hasn't been a priority, but I think it is perfect for the Smash Brothers audience. They are absolutely deserving and popular enough, and oh my, wait. Whoa, this section gives me an excuse to put Puyo music in the background of my video. I didn't realize that till just now, heck yeah. So I'd obviously be really down with this. It's not a shoo-in, but I think a character from a falling block puzzle game would fit in real nice on this roster. Okay, I will not go off script for the rest of the video. Promise. Okay, no, I don't promise that, but I'll try. Maybe. I don't think there's a single video on my channel that I have created without going off script at least once.
Visual novel.
This one's also pretty easy to understand why Nintendo would be reluctant to include it in Smash. As big as the visual novel genre is, a lot of the characters just don't sound like they'd be that hype of Smash inclusions, right?
Guys, did you see who got revealed for Smash Brothers? Master Chief! Oh, wow! Great. Did you see that Nintendo Direct? L-Block is in Smash!
That's great! Nine is the best!
Guys, they announced another character for Smash Brothers! Rintaro Okabe! Sigma Clim!
This is a big issue with the visual novel genre, not to mention how hard it would be to implement these characters into Smash, although I would certainly love to see just a random average high schooler like a Tomoya Okazaki make it into Smash just to see what the heck they do for a moveset on that guy. But of course that'd be more of a fun joke character than a genuine wish on my part. But let's cut the chatter and attack the two big ones that are on our mind, the tried and true Phoenix Wright and the rising star on the block, Monokuma. These visual novel characters would work a lot better in Smash and are a lot more popular. I love talking about these two visual novel series. They are some of my favorite games. Actually, can I just say, because I don't know when I'm gonna get a chance to talk about them again, how weird and crazy is it that Danganronpa just went mainstream out of nowhere this year and late last year? Like, I actually consistently see Monokuma on potential Smash character popularity polls. Like, he doesn't score very high, but the fact that he's scoring at all, like a PS Vita character, that's crazy. I've loved seeing it. Those games are absolutely incredible. It also gave me the kick in the teeth I needed to finally play the rest of the series. I would gladly accept Monokuma or Phoenix Wright to represent this genre. But despite his recent traction, his recent popularity, and how impressive all of that is, definitely the likely candidate is Phoenix Wright, undoubtedly. You know, when I think about it, I can't think off the top of my head of a third-party icon that is as synonymous with Nintendo as Phoenix Wright. At least talking about characters that aren't in Smash yet. I'm sure I'll get comments of characters that I'm forgetting that fit better than Phoenix, but Phoenix is definitely the most Nintendo-y character that we're going to be talking about today. Not to mention being from Capcom, a company that loves Nintendo, a company that has a lot of great IP to offer, and Phoenix Wright has already proven himself to be a phenomenal fighting game character. In fact, I'm honestly scared that if Phoenix Wright gets added to Smash, there's just no way he will be as cool and fun as he is in Ultimate Marvel 3. Man, now I think about it more, I would so much rather get Danganronpa music in a Danganronpa stage than Phoenix Wright music in a Phoenix Wright stage, but why am I getting so down on Phoenix? I would love to see this guy in Smash. I think he is the most likely character to get into Smash of anyone I'm talking about today. He is the perfect representative for the visual novel genre.
Horror.
Even more than the first-person shooter genre, the horror genre just does not feel like it fits into Smash Brothers at all. Not to say there aren't video game icons coming from the genre. I think Pyramid Head would be really cool in Smash Brothers. But it's just hard to pick a horror game character that is both an icon of gaming, a good representative for the genre as a whole, and can actually fit into Smash in a reasonable, feasible way. While they are not the only candidate, I feel that the clear frontrunner for representing horror games is Resident Evil. Leon Kennedy, Jill Valentine, Chris Redfield, take your pick. But even then, while I think these characters absolutely could work in Smash, I gotta admit, I have a hard time envisioning how they would play. My best idea is genuinely to do Jill Valentine and make her, you know, Resident Evil 1 Jill Valentine, and just to make her a little more interesting, pull moves from Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but then, you know, at what point are you a fighting game character and not a horror game character, you know? And all of this isn't even considering the fact that we just had that Resident Evil Spirit event event, making it super unlikely that these characters have a shot. I would certainly love to see them, but it's a muddy topic, man. If we want to bring up a horror character that could work in Smash Brothers, that doesn't quite have the soft deconfirmation that Resident Evil does. Freddy Fazbear? Which I guess gives me a nice out, because I can transition right into
Independent games.
not a game genre, but an area of the game industry that I think a lot of us are really eager to get a playable character for. We are painting with a broad brush here, casting a huge net. There is no one right answer here. But let's start with what we have. During the time in between Smash 4 and Smash Ultimate, pretty much everyone was under the general consensus that if we were going to get an indie character in Smash Brothers, it was going to be Shovel Knight. And yeah, it's this trophy. He got in. That is excellent. I'm super happy to see him. No indie was more deserving of the opportunity than Shovel Knight. But then, okay, what's left? Shantae got a spirit, so cool for her. Well, if it's not going to be Shovel Knight, it would probably be Undertale, right? Because that's having a huge boom in Japan. And there we go. Me costume. Still cool-ish. Getting the song is really cool. But so we keep crossing the big ones off the list. And then Cuphead. Cool too. So we've slowly been crossing off all the big indie characters in Smash Brothers in ways other than a playable character. So what's left? Shantae is only a spirit, so Shantae could become a playable character, just like Min Min did. But just, I don't get Shantae. I don't think Shantae has reached the status required to be in Smash Brothers. I don't know. She's just not for me. And some of her fans are weird. So what's left? Like I said, I'm not gonna hit them all, but let's just rattle off some ideas and see what sticks. Hat Kid from A Hat in Time, Madeline from Celeste, The Knight from Hollow Knight, Quote from Cave Story, Chris from Deltarune, Bendy from Bendy. I just finished this game and absolutely loved it, so I want to shout out my boy, the Penitent One, from Blasphemous. Just finished that game, adored it. The Penitent One would be really fun and different in Smash, just a weird, tonally jarring, super stoic, dark swordsman. I feel like he would just stand there and any fighter that runs up to him, he just swings his sword once and they just get cut in half and die. He'd be super cool and different. But overall, the point I want to make with this segment is that there are tons and tons of phenomenal indie characters that could be playable characters in Smash, but none of them are the quote-unquote big boys. You know, every segment in this video so far, we eventually narrowed it down to the huge, prominent characters that everyone talks about potentially getting into Smash, and all of the characters in this particular category got into Smash through means other than a playable fighter. And beyond that, how would you prioritize one of these characters over the other? All of these games have generally the same amount of success, they generally appeal to the same audience, honestly. I think Nintendo, or whoever you guys think picks these characters, is just not interested in indies being fighters. And if Shovel Knight and Sans didn't change their mind, I don't think the Knight, or Quotes, or the Penitent One are gonna be the ones that shatter that glass ceiling. At least not in Fighters Pass 2. Which is why I'm just gonna cheat and say that the indie character that is most likely to become a fighter in Smash Brothers is Steve from Minecraft. And as I've said before, I am here every day of the week for that. So those are some game genres that mean a lot to me, some characters that mean a lot to me, that I think would bring a great amount of representation to Smash Brothers, widening the circle of games that get to be celebrated in this crossover event. But I didn't hit every genre. So what genres do you want to see in Smash? What characters could be good ambassadors for that genre? And let's place a bet. Do you think that Fighters Pass Volume 2 will include a character from a genre not yet represented in Smash Ultimate? I'm gonna be optimistic and say yes. Let me know if you agree. I'll see y'all next time.